Hello and good afternoon. I'm Sage reporting live from 𝐊𝐴𝐴 studio. It's lunchtime here in Sydney and time for the Mid-Market Pulse. In today's show, we'll take a look at the overall Australian share market's performance by the mid-session trade, and we'll also explore the biggest winners and losers of the day, such as Pilbara Minerals and AGL Energy. Lastly, in our final segment, we'll focus on stocks that have grabbed the headlines today as well. I'll share the details of Pilbara Minerals, Unity Group, Strike Energy, Phoenix Resources and much more. So without further ado, let's get started. The Australian share market continued to trade lower by the afternoon after making a negative start, weighed down by energy, financial and materials stocks. The market sentiment was also dented by the negative closing at Wall Street in the overnight trade, while persistent rise in contagious Delta COVID-19 variant also injected negativity into the market. The benchmark index, the ASX 200, was trading lower by 0.4% by lunch, and during the day's trade so far, the index declined as much as 0.8%. The Aussie market opened lower today following weak cues from Wall Street, and the US stocks ended lower in the overnight trade after data revealed inflation eased in the US, triggering fresh concerns on when the Federal Reserve will start tapering its asset purchases. The Consumer Price Index increased 0.1% last month, as against an expected rise of 0.3%, the smallest advance in 7 months, according to Labor Department data released on Tuesday. Back home on the sectoral front, 8 of the 11 indices were trading in the red, barring healthcare, tech and AREIT. The energy sector was the worst performer with a 1.6% loss, despite rises in the crude oil prices. The Brent crude was up 0.4% a barrel and US oil rose 0.01% per barrel. Among others, utilities, materials, financials and consumer discretionary sectors also witnessed surges in selling activities. Backing the trend, the healthcare index rose 1%, followed by AREITs with a 0.55% gain. The information technology index was up 0.35% by lunchtime. And the market sentiment was also dented by the rising COVID-19 cases, which raises concerns about the economy's recovery. The fresh data showed that Australia continues to struggle to contain the highly infectious Delta variant as daily case counts remained high. New South Wales, the country's most populous state, recorded 1,259 locally acquired coronavirus cases in the past 24 hours, while Victoria registered 423 new infections. In our next segment, let's focus on the top gainers and losers by the mid-sessions trade. The Australian lithium mining company Pilbara Minerals topped the gainers chart by rising over 10%. And some of the other notable gainers were mineral explorer Orocobre, software firm Altium, property developer Stockland and agri-business firm Elders. On the losing side, the energy major AGL Energy emerged as a top laggard with a 7.1% loss. And some of the other worst performers were asset management firm Janus Henderson, natural health firm Blackmores Engineering Group, CIMIC and bookmaker PointsBet Holdings. Let us move on now to the final segment to explore the stocks that grabbed the investors' attention today. First on the list is Pilbara Minerals, which rallied as much as 10% by lunchtime. The stock price surged after the miner disclosed the results of its second lithium spodumene concentrate digital auction. In an ASX announcement last night, the company said it intended to accept the highest bid of $2,240 per dry metric tonne for its intended 8,000 dry metric tonne cargo. And this is equivalent to a price of around $2,500 per dry metric tonne on a pro rata lithium basis, inclusive of freight costs. And we'll just take a small break now, but stay tuned with me on 𝐊𝐴𝐴 TV.
Hi there, James Preston for 𝐊𝐴𝐴 TV. Are you into gaming and virtual reality? Does AI and the endless possibilities it entails capture your interest? Or are you constantly trawling through the web to try and discover the latest updates and innovations in the tech space? Well, let us do the work for you. From the latest product launches to shocking affairs on the World Wide Web, exclusive interviews and information about the top companies like Apple and Google to brand new tech startups vying for your attention. 𝐊𝐚𝐥𝐤𝐢𝐧𝐞 TechBeat has the latest in what matters in the world of technology. Join me every single Thursday on The TechBeat, exclusive to 𝐊𝐚𝐥𝐤𝐢𝐳 TV.
Hello and welcome back. This is Sage. You're watching the mid-market commentary, and let us look at some more of the trending stock updates. Shares of Unity Group were up 0.5% after the telecom products and services provider said that its executive director, Vaughan Bowen, will continue his role. The company issued this statement in response to a media allegation against Bowen in connection with an insider trading of shares in telecommunications company Vocus Group in June of 2019. The company noted that Bowen emphatically denied the allegations and will be vigorously defending the matter. It further stated that its board does not intend to make any changes to Bowen's role until the outcome of this matter has been determined. The business and executive team will continue as normal under the leadership of Managing Director and CEO Michael Simmons, it added. And the next update comes in from the hotel property investments. Shares were seen to tumble nearly 5% despite reporting completion of $50 million Australian dollar placement. And the real estate giant informed its shareholder this morning that it completed the placement of $50 million Australian dollars announced on Tuesday. The company will issue 14.7 million new securities at an issue price of $3.40 Australian per security. The placement drew robust demand from current security holders along with the new investors. The company will use proceeds to partially fund the proposed acquisitions of Edwards Lake Hotel and a lease harmonisation program and the associated transaction costs of these. Let's take a look at the next now. The share price of Strike Energy rose nearly 1% after the oil and gas explorer issued a business update. And the company provided an update on the Project Harbour regarding its proposed 1.4 million tonnes per annum urea development in Geraldton, Western Australia. The company has collaborated with energy companies ATCO and Infinite Blue Energy for proposed green hydrogen supply to Project Harbour. Once operational, the project has the potential to be Australia's largest industrial hydrogen consumer and potential carbon sink. And also making the news, shares of the Western Australian iron ore producer Phoenix Resources surged 8% on robust annual earnings. The company has reported a net profit after tax of 49 million Australian dollars for the year ended 30th June 2021. It had cash worth 69 million Australian dollars, while the cash flow from operations was 65.3 million Australian dollars. The company achieved total iron ore sales of 0.501 million wet metric tonnes as it dispatched its maiden shipment of Iron Ridge product in February 2021. The board of the company also declared a fully franked final dividend of 5.25 cents per share. And last but not least, the ASX-listed research-based biotech company Avecho Biotechnology shared a business update. The company issued an update on the progress of its Australian Phase 1 pharmacokinetic study, which is designed to characterise the absorption profile of cannabidiol from its CBD soft gel product. The company has also announced the enrolment of the first healthy volunteers for trial, and Avecho is focused on the development of innovative ways to improve the delivery effectiveness of consumed medicines, consumer and animal health products. And thanks for joining us on that report. That's a wrap in the Mid-Market Pulse show. Keep watching 𝐊𝐚𝐥𝐤𝐢𝐳 TV for more trending market updates from Australia and around the world. Sage signing off.